Hi, it's Tuesday the 9th of February, and a couple of us are here making VTube avatars. I think I'm mostly going to talk to Eve about the thing I want to make.
Probably.
Probably. And it's just me and Eve tonight.
That's me.
Yep. I'm your host, and Eve's that's me. She does the
Yeah.
draws.
Yes,
Uh,
that's me. I'm just about to share my screen.
oh,
I'm sharing
wait.
it now.
I forgot to turn my chat client on. I will do that now, in case anyone does come to hang out.
Hey, I can see your thing now.
I assume Liddy may appear at some point.
Yeah, probably. Our single lawyer viewer.
Single. Oh, I heard the word single lawyer viewer. And I was like, what? Liddy only has one lawyer. Okay. This one. Your stream's all weird.
My stream is all weird? Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
your thing's really tiny and there we go.
Tap exit?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Because
yeah.
I didn't have it sideways, and it does that every single time.
Uh, on Pinterest, you can add stuff that you've drawn to your pin board, right?
Say that again?
You can add your own like images that you've made to your pin board, or can you only pin things that already exist on the internet somewhere?
I assume you can put your own pins on your thing.
Okay. And gonna open up what's it, Affinity Designer, and decide whether I want to just chuck what I did up here. So we're gonna work on my VTuber avatar today.
Which I feel is going to be very easy to animate compared to everyone else's because you're a shadow boy.
Yes, yeah, yeah. My like overarching idea with this is to like go with very simple features so that I can do more animation stuff.
Ah,
And can like really work on like making the animations look really expressive and big
yeah,
and
yeah.
nice. Um,
Okay, so you want
oh my god, that's the mock-up for our game jam game.
so you want like shadowy face, but you also want cute like long sleeve hoodie thing.
I'm like on the fence about the long sleeve hoodie. I've been fiddling around with this design for like the long sleeve hoodie that has basically like a side of a face on. So the button is an eye, and then there's like a zigzag teeth pattern down to the edge of the hoodie.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
So maybe if I felt like it, I could do some goofy shit where I have like the mouth of the hoodie animate, have it like say
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And then so the actual two important parts of it is doing a little shadowy demon boy with like simple features, and that it lives in a hat because that's the hat part of Nifty Hat.
Mhm. It lives in the hat.
Yeah, it like pops out of the hat or
So the
whatever.
hat would be upside down.
Yeah, I was doing it with like the hat upside down. I guess you could also do a thing where it like holds the hat up off the floor, but then you're like completely restricting one of the arms, right? Like it always
Yeah, yeah,
has
yeah.
to be holding the hat
Granted,
up.
it's not like VTubers do a lot with their hands.
Yeah. And like there's other things that you could
Do you want like
do, but
just a top hat? What kind of hat
yeah,
do you
yeah,
want?
I nearly always use a top hat for Nifty Hat. Like if you have a cool idea for a different hat where it's like, oh yeah,
I'm
we
not
could
that clever.
we could do this thing with this kind of hat. It's like a bowler hat is also really sort of like
British.
identifiable. Yes, it's very British and it's very identifiable by its silhouette, but it's gonna look weird upside down. Like it's gonna like it should have a shadow underneath
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and flat caps are like, yes, they're hats, but also they're caps. I don't know. I've been drawing a top hat, so and I'm not.
Top hat works out.
And I'm not doing a fedora.
I don't want to draw a fedora. They're hard to draw. They're
Uh,
hard to make look like a good fedora.
let's see. Pork pie hats for people who are like 60 years old. Which I'm not yet. Maybe when I need a new VTuber for when I'm 60, I'm gonna be like change the Change the top hat to a pork pie. Here it calls a flat cap a newsboy.
A newsboy.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Sorry. A flat cap is a flat cap. The newsboy is the one with the little extended lip on the front of it, like Max from Dark Cloud 2.
I never played that.
You ever played Dark Cloud 2?
I've never played Dark Cloud. Well, okay, no, that's not true. I played a little bit of Dark Cloud.
Okay.
Do you want big eyes or little babby eyes?
Big eyes. Big, big, big. I that's not like super big, but big. I think like the closest thing to the proportions is that on the Pinterest board is that little doodle of the cat creature with the tail that's like floating in the air.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I specifically was like, hey, do you want to do this? Is because I know you're going to make it look cute because you make everything look cute.
It's my thing. Although I'm gonna start practicing drawing not as cute so I can actually fucking draw Thanatos.
Oh, and
Adult men are hard, okay?
the irises don't have to be white either. They could be like a different color. I'm not attached.
Do you want it like a solid thing though, or do you want like?
I saw a thing that had irises inside that I kind of liked. So I'm like, I'm not against putting irises, but as long as it's not like super complicated. I kind of like have
Like black, right?
Yeah, I kind of like having some kind of iris in there because it really helps with like expressively looking around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like basically if I don't have an iris or some sort of demarcation on the front of the eye, I can't show my character looking anywhere without moving the whole head.
So Nifty, talk about what you've been playing.
I played like an hour of Olija. It's really good and enjoying it a lot. It's different to what I expected after playing the demo a little bit. Did you end up playing the Olija demo, or did you
Yes,
skip it?
I played the demo.
So in the demo, like they definitely push a lot more. Like, I'll use the spear, and you want to be fighting guys far away from you, and like throw the spear through guys, and then teleport to them, teleport to it, so you go through them, and it does damage, right? And does damage to the guy that you hit. But in the full game, you pick up the secondary weapon, the rapier, before you get the spear, which is like a moderately damaging melee weapon. So it's like, yeah, you can go around and hit stuff as well. Now you can just like go bash things when they're close. It's still using the spear effectively is still best. And then also in the demo, they didn't really get into. There's some sort of combo system in the game that I'm still getting to grips with. That's like when you get 3 hits back to back, your character will do like a big damaging hit, but it's not explicitly explained anywhere yet.
You just noticed.
Yeah, you get a little indicator of your character. Like you get 3 dots that fill up, and it turns to a big star, and then the big star disappears, and then you get a big particle effect when you attack.
And you're like, that definitely seems like a boost.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it does more. Also, they have damage numbers, but I've turned them off because I don't like damage numbers.
I mean, you don't always need them, right?
Was my favorite feature of one of my favorite features of Hades when I went into the options menu. Was like, oh man, I can turn damage numbers off right away. And then later on, I turned them back on for a while because I was trying to compare like how well different things worked, and I'm not even sure it was worth it in Hades, to be honest.
Testing things out.
Yeah, because it's like every build is so unique in that game, right? Like you can never do exactly the build that you want to do. You're always just like kind of making some shit up as you go along. So it's really, really hard to be like, I'm going to compare this build to that build because you're never going to make this exact build again. Like, yeah, sure, maybe you'll get like the fucking sword that dislodges things with the lightning boon again, but you won't definitely get the 7 other boons that you had in that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love being able to turn damage numbers off. It's just mere steps away from the next thing, which is making in-game damage actually diegetic, and then I'd be super happy. It's stuff like in, I don't know about the current Monster Hunter, but like in the old Monster Hunter, if you did a bad hit, your weapon would just like clink off the armor.
I think new Monster Hunter still
Yeah.
does that.
And if you do a good hit, it goes in, like your weapon penetrates. And if you do a really good hit, some blood comes out of the monster. And if you do a really, really good hit, a lot of blood comes out of the monster. And it's like, I don't need to look at the numbers or the health bar. If I see lots of blood coming out, then I know I'm doing the game good. And I don't have a big UX distraction in front of what I'm actually trying to do, the things I'm trying to achieve. Ugh, I can't find the thing that I was looking for now that I had. I should have put it on the Pinterest, and I did not do that.
Yeah, what the heck is the point of the Pinterest if you're not going to use it?
I mean, I was using it. I just, here we go. Was it this one? Yeah, here we go. This is. Whoops! I don't know what I just clicked. Not what I meant to click. But yeah, I just put this thing on here. It's like a little black shadowy cat that has 5 eyes, and the eyes just have like little simple irises inside them.
Oh, yeah.
I think I definitely want that over. Originally, when I was like doing the character, I was like, no irises, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, this is going to cause me a lot of problems later. I love this like creepy cute thing. It's good. I've been playing a bunch of The Forest. Too much of The Forest. It has a really good audio design. Like just actually spectacular audio design and really good monster AI. Like I grew up with a big woods behind my house and would go wandering around in the woods in the dark and would not be spooked by woods in the dark noises because I'm so used to them. I get spooked wandering around in the forest in the woods. Like I'll hear a weird noise and be like, what the shit? What the fuck was that? And it's always 100% of the time is nothing, but I never learn my goddamn lesson.
But you never know, right? It's that one time. That one time that you don't think it's anything, that's when it's something.
Yeah, the monsters in that game also have some pretty good audio. You're just chilling somewhere and you'll hear them like screaming in the distance somewhere. They're just yelling. It inherently shouldn't be spooky. You know that there are a bunch of weird monsters on this island. You know you can hear them from a very long way away, and you know that they make weird noises sometimes, but you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And then also the AI is good. They're actually like not that hard to fight. Like they're not that hard to kill if you fight good. But they have this really annoying AI thing they do. When you see them, they don't attack you. They'll like stand there and look at you and run around a little bit and try and like get out of your vision cone. So they'll like stop and then they'll run somewhere and then they'll stop. And if you approach them, they'll run backwards away from you and then like off to the side. And it's really hard to predict what they're going to do next, which is way more spooky than Dude who just like comes up and tries to smack you in the face. And I like it, but I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. But yeah, a lot of that fun is starting to drain out of the game now that I understand it's like if you can close on them and just smack them repeatedly with your weapon, or block and wait for them to attack you and then just smack them repeatedly with your weapon, you'll always just bring them down. I make it sound easy, but if there's like 10 dudes attacking you, it's not easy.
I figured.
This guy has like hollow irises. I think that's maybe too spooky though. I'm gonna keep adding things to the board. I like that you put really wide brim on the hat. I dig that.
I've just been playing Hades.
Yep, so much Hades.
So much Hades. I'm just trying to unlock the hearts right now, and then I'll probably. I think that there's. I think once you unlock all the Olympian hearts, there's like an important post game thing. But then I think I'm done.
Yeah, and the game I was playing before Religio was Amori.
Oh yeah.
Which
One of the people who works at my store played Amori and was super into it.
I think you would enjoy Amori more than I do. You like RPGs, right?
Kinda. I don't know. It hasn't spoken to me, but I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah. I find it's just too slow paced for me. Has really good music and art, and some cool shit that is like if I explain it, it's no longer cool. Um, I really like their idea to do battle system based on emotions. So it's like whether a character feels happy, sad, or angry affects. So firstly, it affects like different aspects of what they do in battle. So a character that's sad does less damage but drains enemies a MP when they're hit.
Okay.
Happy characters are oh man, I think happy characters is something like they hit for more damage, but
Do you control who is happy and who is sad, or is it just this is the sad guy?
so when enemies appear, they may or may not have an emotional condition on them, and then each of your characters have abilities that let you change the emotional status of other either friends or foes.
Oh, okay.
So you can make your allies happy or sad, and then it has this other really neat mechanic that I hope more people use. I hope that it gets used in other games, which is in addition to like the regular turn-based resources of like attack, use skills, defend, whatever. You build up an energy bar, and then on a character's turn when they're doing their regular actions, you get an option to do 3 unique actions for that character. So the main character is just like, oh, do an additional hit, or do a team attack on the enemy, or I forget what the other one does. But some of them have really unique interactions. So there's a guy in your party called Kel, and all his actions are like. So there's 4 people in the party who's like Kel, Hero, Amori, and whoever the other one is. And his thing is like pass. If he passes to Hero, then Hero will just like knock his ball away. But if he passes to Amori, he'll hit Amori, and Amori will be sad
Oh.
because he got hit by the ball.
Mhm.
So there's like
Is
little.
Amori a little bitch?
Amori is like it's implied at the point I'm in the game that he is a product of trauma.
Oh, okay.
That someone has become very traumatized, and Omori is a result of that.
Oh, okay.
And it's really nice. I really like that it's a game about trauma, but most of the game, like 85% of the game, 90% of the game, are all these NPCs that are just being terribly supportive, like being terribly kind and supportive, and are like, there's this thing where it's like, oh, we have to go to a ladder to this location, and people are like, oh, but Omori doesn't like heights. And they're all like, yeah, we know. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, and we'll support you if you go, and blah 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 blah. It's obviously like these days, horror games have a bad rap for making mental health conditions literally monstrous. And it's nice to have a thing where it's like, oh yeah, this can be scary and bad, like, because it is scary and bad, but also have a more positive approach to the whole thing than just like, all insane people are sociopaths who will try to kill you. Yeah. I assume you're going to play Littlewood when it comes out on Switch, maybe?
Which one?
Littlewood?
Amori? Oh,
That was my game before Amori was Littlewood, which I was also playing actually a lot of.
I don't know anything about it, so I can't say.
It's like, I basically describe it as like Stardew Valley meets Dark Cloud.
Oh, maybe.
So it's like, it's framed as you are the hero after winning the battle with the final villain in an RPG that actually destroyed the village that you came from, and you're rebuilding the village. And you lost all your memories, so right by rebuilding the village, people are helping like you remember stuff about what happened. And it's very like
Village building.
it's very like Stardew Valley in the like, oh, you catch bugs and you catch fish and you grow stuff and you cook stuff, and that's how you earn currency in order to spend on crafting things to make your village better.
Okay.
But it's also very dark cloud in that there are specific people that come, like all the people that come to your village are named NPCs, and they all have things that they would like. They're like, oh, I want to live near to this building or away from this building, and I want this kind of chair and this kind of floor
that
and
was
these
my
things on
favorite
my
thing
walls.
About Dark Cloud.
And because it's just one location in Littlewood, there's a lot more like interesting, complex conditions to meet. But they tier up one at a time. So nearly everyone's first set of conditions is just like, oh yeah, I like this floor and this wallpaper and a couple of pieces of specific furniture. And then the second one will be like, oh, I want to be really close to this building and really far from that building. And then the next one is, I haven't even gotten to the next tier, but it's like even more complicated than that. So you can like build towards the perfect vision of your settlement. There's also, as far as I know, no combat in it. There is like avoiding things. Like it's not just like a no skill game, but it's definitely couched as like a more chill game, a more relaxed game. Which is weird because sometimes I really don't find it chill when there's people in my village who like just really need a home and I don't have the stuff that I need to give them a home. I'm like, I don't want to make you sleep outside. Maybe you could just leave and come back when I built your home. One of the characters in particular, whenever you see them, they have like sticks in their hair and they look all disheveled from sleeping outside, and I felt so bad. Need to. Oh man, that's cuter than I imagined.
Too cute?
No. Well, maybe a little. I like the ears.
Just popping in to say, keep it up, guys. Yay. We have such supportive people.
Yeah.
I started watching the MCU.
11, was it 11 weeks? 11 weeks, right?
Okay, but I'm not watching the Netflix ones.
Okay. I'm gonna. We have nothing but time right now. Nothing but time.
I've watched Captain America and the first 2 episodes of Agent Carter.
So, you're doing all the movies except for Hulk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there's already a thing for like how long will it take to watch all of the movies. All MCU movies except Hulk. And then Shield, and you're watching the whole of Shield, obviously.
Oh yeah, Agents of Shield.
Are you watching Peggy Carter?
Yeah, yeah. I just started that because it's Captain America, and then you watch the seasons of Peggy Carter that exist, and then you watch Captain
Do
Marvel
you
and
do you
Iron Man.
stop part of the way through Captain America to watch all of Peggy Carter? And
No, no. So you'd stop right at the end, but no, I didn't because uh I'm not gonna like stop in the middle of things because there would also be lots of middle of things that I would have to stop on for Agents of Shield, which is gonna be like the worst of everything.
we got the 7 seasons of Agents of Shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Peggy
hear it's really
Carter's
good though.
just called Agent Carter. Are you watching Inhumans?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
How many seasons?
Just the one. There's only 8 episodes.
Oh, well then maybe.
Yeah. Here, I'll check the. Oh, I guess they don't list. They don't list critic scores on Wikipedia because that would be not. uh, would not be unbiased. Oh my gosh, okay. You probably don't want to watch Inhumans. It has a very bad rating on Metacritic. It's 27.
I don't think it really matters anyway.
Uh,
I think the only thing that like potentially might be like retconned into the universe is agents Peggy Carter and Shield.
and then you said you're not watching any Netflix shows.
No, I really don't care about the Netflix
Man,
shows.
there's a lot of Netflix shows as well now.
I know there's
There's 3 seasons of.
one season. Yeah, there's at least one season for each of them. Then there's the Defenders, and then there's like a couple seasons for some of them.
There's 3 seasons of Daredevil and Jessica Jones, 2 seasons of Luke Cage and Iron Fist, 1 season of Defenders, and 2 seasons of The Punisher.
Yeah, see, I don't need that in my life.
Runaways?
I've seen it. I'm not rewatching it. It's an okay show, but not okay enough for me to want to rewatch it.
Cloak and Dagger.
Probably.
I think the other important question here is: are you going to be doing this in time for Loki or What If to come out?
I don't know. I think I'm trying to do it for No, because Doctor Strange. When does Doctor Strange come out?
Okay, so the next thing is Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Like I care about it. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not. It's not what I'm trying to get this prepped for.
And then the next thing after that is Loki, which apparently is already slated for 2 seasons. Okay, so you're not going to watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I am,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
not like I'm. It's not like what's. I'm not like, oh, I want to watch it by this time. It's like March 19th or something.
March 19th is when it's going to be the first episode is coming out, and I assume it's going to be like Wonder that the episodes are going to be weekly.
Yeah, I assume the first week we'll have the 2 episodes come out, and then after that it'll.
She-Hulk in 2022. Well, I'm
Yeah, I don't
also.
know if I have like I want all of this watched by a certain time or anything. I think it's just like.
I'm pretty confident if you're trying to watch everything by the time that you are up to date, that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will definitely be out, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna watch this."
I mean, I will end up watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just I'm not. I just don't care to have it done by then.
Okay, so that's only 5 things in total. Oh, and also Team Thor. You're gonna watch Team Thor. Don't be a loser.
Yeah.
That only adds fucking 30 minutes to your total time costs.
I don't know. 30 minutes, Duncan. That's a lot of time.
And then how long to watch? Is it how long to watch? Is that thing? Binge clock. Here we go. I bet I'm gonna add all this up, and you still couldn't have watched One Piece in all of this time.
Yeah, probably not.
Wait. Oh my god, just stop padding your article with words and give me a total time. Uh, 47.78 hours. Oh wait. What's the last movie, the last Marvel movie, Far From Home?
In the Infinity Saga, yes. It's currently the last one out.
Okay, so it's
Black Widow is coming out, which I definitely don't care about having this done by then because Black Widow is not even next. Black Widow is post, or I mean pre-end of.
okay. So it's 50 hours and 3 minutes for
Not
just
even a
for
weekend.
No, that's just the movies. That's just the movies. Haven't started on TV shows yet. I mean, Agents of Shield is going to be a lot because it's 5 days
7
and
seasons.
5 days and 2 hours.
But like, I don't have to watch it straight because I'll be watching it between movies.
Oh, 5 times 24. It's 122 hours.
It's not that bad.
And then Agent Carter. Agent Carter's like the one thing I want to watch. Fucking MCU did Peggy Carter the dirty.
So far it seems okay. I like how spunky everyone is. It feels like a show that makes sense for the main female character to be like, don't defend me, I need to do that myself. Hashtag feminism. Like, the stuff that's coming out now, I don't feel like it needs it as bad, but like, it makes sense like back in that time.
Yeah. Oh wow, fucking Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a really short run as well.
9 episodes,
It's
I assume.
6 episodes.
6.
Oh, it's like it's a mini series. Like it's not even a season.
Oh wow.
Actually, that makes it more appealing to me because right now I'm like I don't.
Wanda's only 9 episodes.
I never cared about Bucky, like ever.
The only reason I care about Bucky is because deep down I understand that Captain America is gay for him.
Like yeah, I can understand shipping that romance. I just like
That's the only reason.
that character is so much the like really cliche, like tortured by his dark past, quote unquote anti-hero, but he's not even really an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's only an anti-hero because he gets like Nazi hypnotized.
Yeah.
I like him in the first Captain America when he's like a stand-up guy.
I'm interested to see what it's like now that, like, with Falcon basically heading up a thing rather than always being this like weird side character that shows up.
It's gonna end with him actually being Captain America.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they kind of set that up at the end of the movie, right?
Well, I thought when they were talking about, I thought he was then Captain America, but I think Falcon and Winter Soldier is what's going to make him actually Captain America.
Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm interested in that. I mean, the thing that was most interested in was What If, but then I looked at the trailer for What If and like
Really? The
I'm not.
trailer.
I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm not in love with the visual style for it. It looks kind of like cheap to me. Okay, I was trying to find out how long the episodes were in this.
WandaVision's 20 minutes. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, I need to put WandaVision on this list.
I don't. Well, I definitely am gonna rewatch WandaVision, but I don't know if I'm gonna technically rewatch it for that. I'm probably gonna try to either rewatch it right after the last episode comes out, or rewatch it so I can watch it and then watch the last episode. I don't know yet, cause I kind of. This is like one of the reasons I'm really enjoying WandaVision is because it's all mystery, and so it's like every episode you're trying to like figure out what's going on.
So you said the episodes are 20
20
minutes?
approximately 20 to 23 minutes.
Okay. Uh, so that is WandaVision. 9 episodes. What is with these weird fucking run times? Well, at least I know that's flat 3 hours, right? Simple. Simples. And then I'm going to assume that the Winter
Captain
Soldier,
Falcon,
the
yeah,
Falcon ones are going to
most
be.
likely be the same length.
No, if it's a mini series, they're probably going to be 30 minutes,
Oh, okay.
which will mean that it's 3 hours. This was the same length. So there's same total amount of footage. This is Disney. They're not going to be like fucking well. I guess it wasn't Disney when they started making it, but they're not going to be cutting on runtime in order to save some pennies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's going to be divided up based on the pacing of the show. Sorry, this is the sum. Oh my god. It's the sum of all these things, which is 246 hours. And then this equals that divided by 24. So it's 10 and a quarter days of
Quick math.
just constant eyes glued to the TV.
You know what? I could probably do that in a weekend.
I mean, you can't do it in a weekend. It's 10 days.
I know that was the joke.
Right. If I put it at an achievable 4 hours each day, and that would be like each day, every day for 4 hours. You were watching shows. You do it about 2 months.
So basically I'm just gonna do it on my free time. So who knows? And it's
It's
most of it is gonna be background noise.
I would say you're weird, but you definitely represent like what normal people do. So I guess I'm weird, and that's my problem.
I mean, I've seen a lot of it, and I don't like. There's a bunch of it that I don't super care about. Like there'll be like I really like this movie, but I don't care for this scene, kind of thing. So why would I pay attention to scenes I don't give a shit about when I just want to watch the good stuff?
I don't really get like having a movie on as background noise, unless it's a social thing and it's like really low background noise.
Okay, so Duncan,
Yes.
just pretend my social thing is with my Switch.
It's because you have a capacity to split your attention between multiple
Yeah.
things, and I don't. Scrolling.
Yeah, Ryan was like, are you even watching it? I was like, yeah. He's like, it looks like you're playing Hades. I'm like, yeah, but I know what's going on, and I basically explained the synopsis of the first episode of Piggy Carter because like I understood what was going on. I just wasn't like, if someone was like, oh, that one moment, I might not be like, oh yeah, I probably don't remember very super specific moments, but I remember like what's going on, the gist of it, etc., etc.
I mean, it's like unless you're watching an Edgar Wright movie, it's like for every 7 minutes of visuals, there's actually only about 2 minutes of plot. And then
I
there's
told him that I can half pay attention to something and still know what's going on, opposed to some people who can pay full attention and then still ask questions.
I think it's bold of you to assume they're actually paying attention. It's really weird thinking I'm in the minority for like this one thing requires like 95% of my runtime, and then the other 5% is reserved for saying something funny.
That's yeah.
Um,
Ryan's been watching Northern Line play Death Stranding, and it's basically him telling Die Hardman to shut up and talking while the cutscenes go on.
I mean, there are a lot of cutscenes in
Yeah.
Death Stranding. I'm gonna go. We have to pick movies for movie night this weekend, right?
Yeah.
This weekend? Yeah,
This
this
is
weekend.
the last uh, this is the last movie night in which we have a movie.
Oh my god, my sheets are okay. Well, one of these is still not filled out, and I'll leave it to your imagination to.
I already know. I don't need to imagine.
Yeah.
The other day I messaged the group chat saying, "Oh yeah, make sure you do this thing," because I had already seen it was only a single person who had filled theirs out.
Yes. Okay. Well, I guess it's fine. We've got until Friday. Did we even? I'll talk to you about this after the stream because I'm not even sure if we picked a day to watch the trailers.
We have not picked a trailer day.
Do I have to come in and be assertive just so stuff happens at a certain time? Is that it? Is that the secret to things?
Maybe. Cause like
Because
I'll probably bring it up.
I don't like being assertive for the sake of it because it makes people contact me directly and say, "Hey Duncan, can you come be assertive about a thing for me?" And I'm like, I don't do it yourself. Don't ask me to be assertive on your behalf. I hate it.
No. No, yeah, I'm not sure, because this is like one of those things that is not on the tip of their mind, and when it's something that's not on the tip of their mind, they won't think about it at all. But if it's something important to them, they'll be like, "Oh, when are we doing this?" Like a week ahead. So, if they really cared about it, they already would have tried to plan it themselves. Like they already would have like found out.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I'll try and remember to message chat about it. And we'll probably just end up scrambling around on a Friday trying to sort it out.
I mean, we can also potentially. What do you do Thursday evening?
Game night. I'm busy every single night except for
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay.
And on Saturday morning, I have Anomaly. I'm running Anomaly. This is why I'm trying to check into these things because
Yeah.
I'm actually busy all the time and not busy making eyes at my new boyfriend. If I had a new boyfriend, I would be busy making eyes at him though.
I don't know. You're still pretty responsible.
I need to tell you about the. I don't know if you saw my Twitter exchange with John Walker today.
Probably not. I have
He.
not looked at Twitter.
So you know how CD Projekt were compromised. Their security was compromised, and they're going to have their source code linked. And John Walker very facetiously was like, "Oh, if your source code was linked, how bad? Like, would anything bad happen?" And I'm like, people in my company would lose their jobs, and our partners would sue the hell out of us, and then more people would lose their jobs. Just frustrating for people on both sides. I'm frustrated with people on both sides of the quote unquote debate. Just be like, some people did a thing that was a crime. It was clearly a crime because they tried to extort money out of a company with it. And there's no way that you can, like, repaint this as they're in any way, like, heroic or fair. Heroic and fair people do not extort money out of companies.
You sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty confident. Like, even if
Like 95% certain that good people don't do that.
even if people are depicted as, stealing from the, like, they're Robin Hood stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, that kind of extortion, and also the way they literally framed what they were doing, it was not framed in a way of like, we are the cool heroes in this scenario.
Yeah, they're not like, oh, well, we don't like the way you treat your employees, so we're going to show you that, like, you need to be punished for treating your employees bad. It was like, hey, give us money or else
we have epically pwned you. Pay us money or release everything. Oh, my mic arm came, by the way, today. So maybe once my VTube is done, I will use my fancy mic for a bit.
Ooh.
Don't know what we're doing after VTubers though. I mean, aside from maybe going back to the classic,
more drawing video games.
The classic project. Oh, I guess in when we're more out of the COVID times, I can dust all that off and work out what I wanted to do with it. That one's just it's just a cat with horns sat on a hat. Yeah. That's all it is.
That's the sketching part, Duncan.
No, I like it. I'm not upset.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, I've misplaced the actual Discord. There we go. Oh no, yeah, fuck, I can't, because of the stream, I can't make you big in the Discord live thing, because it will fuck up the stream. Oh. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Guess it's just actually been, like, a not particularly newsworthy week for once. I mean, I guess Steam Festival games, but I think we already talked about.
Oh, a little tiny bit, but not really.
I'll need to go back to my thread. There was only one game that I was so disappointed in that I didn't even tweet about it.
Which one?
I'm not even sure.
You're so disappointed you block it from your memory.
Yeah. So I didn't put a thing in my thread about the invisible hand, but I did post that amazing difficulty setting thing from it. Which, if you haven't seen it, when you get to pick the difficulty, it's like, you can pick story mode where you can't fail, or you can pick normal mode, the dev recommended thing where you can fail, or we can secretly pick for you and not tell you which one.
Like that.
Yeah, right? This is like such a cool difficulty setting of like, you don't know. You're now going to have to act like it's on the hardest difficulty mode until you know any different.
Yeah.
So I posted that screenshot from it because I thought that was really cool. But I didn't put a thing in my thread because you just didn't really get to play the game properly.
Mm.
The demo is set up like the story and like how the mechanics work, but because you didn't get to explore the mechanics, it's really hard to be like, oh man, this game's gonna be
I'm excited about this game.
rad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my phone is currently crashing. I mean, I think we talked about Lunark. Lunark
No.
was. Oh, we didn't.
No.
So Lunark's like a flashback, rotoscope style pixel art game.
Ooh.
Puzzle platformer.
Did you end up trying the One True Dream, whatever I said?
True Dream.
Something like that. It's like One True Dream or something.
No, I did not.
I thought you'd like it.
I guess I am out of time now. It would have ended this morning.
Something like that.
I was looking at the thread. There's somebody posted a thread in the game devs subreddit, and a lot of indie developers have done pretty well off of the festival. Like basically have quadrupled or quintupled their wish lists
Oh, nice, nice.
entries. So the game that I played and I didn't talk to you about was 22 Racing Series, which I picked out really early on that I really wanted to play because it looked like Roll Cage.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, you mentioned that to me. You
Um,
mentioned that you were gonna try it out.
yeah, and like I really tried. I tried so hard to play that demo. Like it wouldn't give me prompts for my PS. Like firstly, it wouldn't give me prompts for my PS4 controller. It would only give me. It wouldn't even recognize my PS4 controller, and it was like I'll only recognize an Xbox controller, which I can't get to work with my machine right now. And I'm like, okay, fine, I will use mouse and keyboard. And it does not tell you, like the tutorial only shows Xbox button prompts. There is nothing that tells you which keys on the keyboard are bound to the Xbox buttons. And the tutorial is like, do this thing, now do this, like hold this button, now hold this button, now do this thing. Like it's really not simple for a racing game. And then also the frame rate would hitch randomly, which is awful for a game that is all about speed and precision.
Yeah.
So I just called it quits on that after a while. I hope that they can fix it because it still is something I want to play.
Mhm.
It seems cool. Narita Boy looks really good.
What's that?
So that's like it's another 2D platform, but it's like an action platformer, and it's got this like really rad like 80s VHS old video game vibe, but
I do like those.
it's done by the guys that did I think it's done by the artists that worked on Sword and Sorcery EP.
Okay.
So it has these like really tall, really lanky, really well animated characters and really like chunky, satisfying 2D combat. I will almost certainly pick it up. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up the day it comes out, but
Mhm.
I am I am going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up Potion Craft soon after it comes out. And Slipways probably. I don't know. I'm not like Slipways. I'm not like, oh, I need this day one because there's not like a big story mode that I want to get through.
Mhm.
I'm just like, I'm gonna get this game, and then when I'm having lunch and nobody wants to play a game with me, I'll sit there and I play Slipways all by my lonesome. And then that other game, was it Dwarf Romantic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that. I can check.
After playing more of it as a demo, I went and played Townscape.
What other games did you play? You played the tilt shifted one.
Yeah, it was kind of cute. I liked it.
Um, was that it or?
I played a few. They're in the game.
Oh, in the spreadsheet?
Yeah, in the game bundle spreadsheet.
How many? I'm gonna check to see how many game bundle games. So, they have the Hex.
Bee seems to be getting quieter and quieter. My bee.
You moving further and further away from your mic to breathe in.
Well, I'm leaning back, but my mic's attached to my headset, so I don't know.
Okay.
My mic's also a jerk.
I've got like 9 games from my free itch.io. Well, not my free, but my racial equality bundle games in my list for this year. Doing pretty
Nice.
decent out of it.
Yeah, I plan on playing more of my, assuming I have the time.
Yeah, you're so busy watching Marvel TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
The stuff I'm gonna do from that is the Hex one shot Death and Taxes, The World Next Door,
I love The World Next Door.
Overland, Luca Born of
I love Overland.
Luca
Well,
Born.
I'm excited about
Yeah, okay.
Overland.
Luca Born of a Dream, Pyre, Wide Ocean Big Jacket, Signs of the Sojourner, and Anodyne.
Ooh.
I'm gonna separate out from this. They've got a couple of things in here that I just bought on itch. So Caves of Cud, and Fjords, and where is it? Mixolomia. I'm so excited to play Mixolomia. It's gonna be so good. I love rhythm music
I
games.
should just make a little Hollow Knight OC character for this, and it'll be super easy to animate, like the VTuber thing.
I'm down. I'm down for that. It's Hollow Knight, but like the Hollow Knight skull thing looks kind of like a hat. Right, I was looking for the spreadsheet. Where is it?
It's like itch bundle or something. It was created by Blood Pixie.
Game bundle. There we go.
Okay, I doodled a bunch of shit. Tell me what you think.
Oh, shall I open this thing? Steam Fest 21st February. 21 Feb.
Yeah, 21 Feb.
I am going to change the stream a second so I can make this big. Just give me a hot minute. So I'm gonna do this, and then change this to focus view, and then change this to this, and then speak, Jade.
Hello.
Okay, you should be good. You should still have audio. Now you big. So I like my favorite ones. I'm gonna go through some other stuff. My 2 favorite ones. The second from the left on the top. I wish I could like ping or something.
This guy? Wait.
No, sorry, other side.
This guy?
Yeah, that one.
And?
And then the guy who has the actual like hood on. I think this is too far from my like, oh, don't be too detailed thing, though. It would be really cool if we could incorporate the hood into the other thing. So maybe like so I think the thing is the one that you tried to pick first, where you were like, is it that one? It's like I like that one, but the zigzags on the mask make it look more scary and less cute. So it's like if you could do that one with the weird like hood collar arms combo, but not but make its face look as cute as the other one that has clothes on, or the one that I picked first. I also like how in the one in the top left, the hat's at like a jaunty angle.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about my stock market game. I know I shouldn't be because I should be working on our game jam game.
I mean, whichever.
Yeah, I know. I want to make stuff more finished so that it's better for everyone's portfolio, you know. And also because I had ideas for things I wanted to do with that game, and I want to try and realize them to realize why they were a stupid idea in the first place. But I'm like, I was in the shower earlier being like, what's a way that I can like heavily imply that a character was eaten when they were off screen? Like in a not in a spooky but not in a very literally spooky way, in like a hot fuzz for the greater good kind of way. Or in like a midsummer way where it's like, yeah, a cult, but like disconcerting more than creepy. I'm also like, if I do a stock market game, all the stonks excitement will be over by the time I'm like, here's my working prototype. I'm just waiting for one of the boys to be like, here's the plan for Sellout Interactive.
Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan and Quan and Justin occasionally in the League other channel, we keep on making references to Sellout Interactive to make a company with the explicit intention of selling the company.
I mean, that's what Ryan called his thing for the thing we're doing, the fantasy.
Yes. And I'm like, guys, tell me how you confidently think this can be done. And you have my attention. I've heard enough bullshit in my time in the industry to know when somebody's plan, like, I know enough to know when somebody's plan to make money is a bad plan.
Quan said, I found you, Jade.
What?
I don't know. Quan messaged me somewhere. It might be in other. Is it in other? Barrel trauma? I don't know. Maybe it's in Nifty. I don't know. I got a message. Oh, it is in League of Legend. What the heck? Oh. Oh, never mind. It has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Okay. I gotta, like, look at full indie stuff later, I guess. So difficult to be social.
So difficult to what?
Be social with new people.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
It's like, Tucky started her Discord, what, like 6 months ago or something? And it's like, now I know all the active people on her Discord. So doing stuff with them is like not high spoons stuff anymore. and then
Oh.
like picking up another Discord and getting to know all the active people so that it like lowers the spoon ratio down to like a manageable level. My friends at work, Lindsay had just invited me to they are an actual streamer with a capital S and not a bunch of chuckle fucks like us. Invited me to their Discord. I think to play the forest or something else.
Neat.
Like I wish. Sometimes it feels like adapting to online communities is like my work I do outside of work. He looks so worried, like me.
I mean that will always kind of be the default look.
All right, I was gonna look at these other games in this list. One Dreamer. Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Blood Roots. Oh yeah, you played that. You played a bunch of that. Luna's fishing gardener, because you had to get the capybaras or whatever it was.
Yeah, I gotta get the capybara.
You've written potential there. Does that like when it comes out?
It's not great, but it has potential.
Okay. So mini counties that was the one where you couldn't, and it took you ages to work out what you were supposed to be doing. I want to say.
I think mini counties is the cute one.
Okay.
The cute like.
Oh, Bloodroots was the action game that was like really, really, really fast. Yeah. This was like the Hotline Miami thing. I was like, oh, I want to play that. But okay, let's see. Is this? Oh my gosh, this Markaz isn't even in any particular order, Jade. That's so upsetting. Goodbye, must buy, potential.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good. I didn't play that. Tree of Life, Audrey. Yeah, that was the thing you churned out of like almost instantly.
Which one?
Tree of Life, Audria.
Oh yeah.
It was the dude who was at sea or something, and then he washes up on a beach, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not interested in this anymore," and just stopped playing.
No, I'm done. I didn't like the controls, like how it felt. I was just like, no, I'm not doing this.
I feel like we'd played more of the same games, but we really didn't. I was gonna play Rain on Your Parade, and then I didn't. And your feedback on that was like,
the best part about Rain on Your Parade is you can draw the face on the cloud.
Okay. Okay, this is good. This has potential if they support anything other than Xbox 360 controller. Sorry, everything other than Xbox controller. Do you not play Loop Hero in the end? I guess not.
What?
Loop Hero?
No.
Okay. Gonna must buy that. Slipways. I love being more excited about games again. It makes me very happy.
Being excited about games is great.
I'm
always excited about games.
Yeah, I went through my dark period where I'm like, fuck AAA games. It's all the same tired bullshit.
Games that you're excited about.
No, but it like for a while it felt like 99% of games were like gross and derivative.
That's fair.
And like being able to play demos of stuff and get excited about new things, sort of like rekindled my love for actually just like playing games because games are fun and not playing games because, well, I don't know. because it's my hobby, you know. All right, Narita boy. This is just good. All right, I have 3 must buys. This is definitely gonna fuck up my schedule.
What are your must buys?
My must buys are. Let me just copy some stuff on here. So I've got Potion Craft, Loop Hero, and Slipways.
Okay.
I'll put Invisible Hand on here, but I was like, meh. It's got some like ideas that just don't really feel like they're going anywhere. Swing and a miss. Can check. I should be able to check on my profile. And see my activity.
When are you gonna start watching WandaVision?
Well, I gotta watch that one episode of
Snowpiercer.
And I think basically when I have more time, I'm not busy at the weekends because I like basically double booked myself last Friday and then had to move stuff forward to this Friday. Now this weekend super busy, and then next Friday will be Jackbox night, so that'll be relatively busy. And back to normal-ish, maybe. Now probably need to find time to go out as well. Not go out, but to go on dates.
Oh yeah, with your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
That's what guys who have girlfriends say.
You know what? If I actually had a girlfriend, I'd be very happy to be like my girlfriend. I'd be very happy to be my boyfriend. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
Speaking of boyfriends, mine's the best. Thanatos is such a sweetheart.
I suspect if I, get as far as a 4th date, I'll be able to get away with calling her my girlfriend. Maybe. We will see. Man, we played a lot of games in the game festivals, eh?
Yeah.
Woof. I'm probably too hard on myself when I'm like, I don't play enough different games every year. Probably being a little harsh. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Apparently, I played 12 hours of The Forest already, so that's bullshit. But yeah, so in answer to your question, the largest chance of me starting WandaVision is probably going to be on like the 19th.
On the what?
On the 19th, or no, the 20th.
10 days. That's crazy.
I didn't say that's when it's going to happen. I said that's when it has the highest chance. Just imagine there's a slowly growing curve until that point. It'll happen if I. Well, so I have to watch. I have to watch. Snowpiercer by Sunday because we're going to be watching 2 more episodes of Snowpiercer. So that means that I will have space on my Kanban board to add another ticket to be like, watch WandaVision. Now I know the episodes are 20 minutes. I can probably do it on my lunch break as well. I like watching an episode of something on my lunch break. And the episodes are, even though it's a mystery, the episodes are like mostly standalone, right?
Yeah, So it's like you can watch one episode. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of cliffhangers though, but
Okay.
it's not like, oh well, you can't not watch. Like it's done well enough in the sense that if you watch one episode, you don't have to watch the next one or get confused. It's
Okay.
because it's also like kind of trying to be like tropey, like
So it's pitched as a sitcom.
yeah, it's like it uses the sitcom-y stuff, but itself is technically not like a sitcom.
Yeah. I think that's what they call a deconstruction. It's like a genre deconstruction.
Uh, it's so interesting though. It's one of those things where I'm just like theory crafting all the time.
Dude, I love all the anything Marvel makes where they're like, maybe this will fail, so let's fucking do whatever, and it always
Yeah.
just turns out great. It was the same thing with Guardians in
Yeah.
I guess the MCU in general, right?
Mhm.
I was
Except
trying to
for like Captain Marvel because Captain Marvel's kind of trash.
I was trying to think if there was like a historical version of the MCU, like fucking so the Canterbury Tales, Chaucer's Canterbury Tales are obviously all framed as stories that are told on the way to Canterbury.
Mhm.
So that's Chaucer's MCU. And there's got to be people out there who are like, "Oh man, fucking Chaucer's MCU. These movies are so boring. I'm just not interested in them." But it's weird to do that without making it sound like the MCU is also some like really important cultural artifact, which I don't think it is.
I
Like
think it is.
like it's cool, but if people were putting together a list of like, if I was putting together a list of what I would want the last 2 decades to be remembered for, I don't think the MCU would be one of those things.
Are you talking like pop culture wise?
Just in general, I think it was like if I had to collect a bunch of media together to be like these are the important bits of media of our time. I might include one of the MCU movies. I
I
think
think the MCU itself is big because like it achieves something so freaking ridiculous.
yeah, but it just created a new product, right? Like it created a new saleable thing. It didn't achieve something in the form of storytelling that nobody had achieved before. It just did it with a media that people didn't think it was financially viable to do it with.
I still think it's important.
I think it's important. I'm just like not top 10 important. It's like I would put Sorry to Bother You in that list before I put an MCU movie. Before I put one of the Avengers movies in that list.
I don't want to put that on the list because it's just too distressing.
We'll put Uncut Gems. No, I wouldn't. That's a lie.
No, I will destroy you.
But yeah, maybe Iron Man, like the original Iron Man, um, because it was a hero movie, but it was also like a very gritty war movie in places. Like in the first 2 acts, I guess
It was also one of the biggest risks. Like it's what started the big risks because
yeah,
Iron Man before the Iron Man movie was a nobody.
yeah.
Like nobody knew who Iron Man. My friend Kugi was literally like, I'm like one of the only people who's a fan of Iron Man. He was surprised that his hero was getting a movie.
I mean, I guess you're gonna rewatch Iron Man in a bit,
Yes,
in a
after
while.
I watched the 2 seasons of Peggy Carter
But yeah,
and then Captain Marvel.
the action is grittier than you remember. Like it's very far away from like the cool sci-fi explosions of modern Marvel movies. But yeah, it's also mean of me to be like, fuck the MCU, but also I couldn't list off for you the things I would put there instead.
Yeah.
Undertale, for sure. Undertale and uh uh one of Cory Doctorow's books. Probably Makers because it's the one I can think of, but I really want to put in the book where they basically rob a bunch of rich people by crashing the economy of free-to-play games. It's very cool. He basically wrote a book about like what if in the near future there was a way you could move currency, you could basically move from one free-to-play game to another with a transferable currency, so that if the value of your stuff inside a game lost money, you would be losing something that was transferable and thus had value, and thus if you crashed the value of the products in an online game, if you crashed them all, you would steal value from people. And it's basically about how a bunch of gold farmers who are now performing an important service to the labor economy of providing value team up with an economist to simultaneously crash all these online games to fight for their own rights. And it predicted a lot about free-to-play economies and free-to-play games, which are a big bit of our culture. Like fucking Fortnite will end up in that list, and I don't want it to be there. It's gross. This is not a bad video game. I just don't like that it's a weird platform for everything now. We're all back to shooting things. That's, the most important thing you can do in a video game is try and shoot other people before they shoot you.
You know it.
Hear my new pitch for Among Us, but it isn't gross and horrible. It isn't about murdering your friends and not getting caught.
And gaslighting.
And gaslighting people. It's Among Us, and one of the players, all the players are organizing a surprise birthday for one of the players, and that player doesn't know who they are. They're trying to find out who is trying to organize the surprise birthday for them.
Okay, but is it that only one? Okay, so there's one person organizing a birthday for another specific person, and nobody knows which person.
Yeah. I think like
birthday?
the role of the killers, instead of being like the killer, like trying to kill someone, they're trying to orchestrate a surprise party for another player, and that player's supposed to like not find out. So everyone's working together to conceal information from one or more other players. And I
don't know how that would work.
Yeah, no, I definitely have to like sit down and look at how the mechanics all fit together. I really want information concealment to not be about like fucking murdering people. There are good reasons. There are socially positive reasons to withhold information from people. I mean, there aren't many of them, but there are them, and it'd be nice to games. I don't know. I'm grumpy, or not grumpy, but it's on my mind after seeing the number of games in the Steam Festival that were like, yeah, we're Among Us, but with fancy graphics. Should play
Is that what a lot of them were?
Yeah, decent number, like 4 or 5 of the games, which I guess, out of a sample size of 500 seems like it's small, but once you've narrowed it down to like that genre, it's like if you go, I mean, you don't use Epic, so you wouldn't know this. But it's like if you go to Epic and you go to the front page of Epic and look at the free games, it's all like different battle royale games.
Yeah,
that are like
this is what's popular.
the same thing, but with like a different skin on, and like nothing looking at the game aside from the visual style, nothing in the trailer tells you anything about the game that's going to make it stand out at all. Like, people are trying to convince me that like Valheim is really good, but it just looks like another survival game with a different skin on. Did I put? I must have put Humankind on my list. If I didn't, I'm gonna get really fucked. Because I know I'm gonna end up playing like 60 hours of that game. Thanks for telling me there's a sale on Ubisoft games. That's very helpful. Free games. Here we go. Rogue Company, that's free to play, right? Well, that's just like a space shooter, right? Not a battle royale.
Dunno.
So yeah, front page of Epic Games free games. You got Fortnite Battle Royale, Rocket League because it's fucking Rocket League. Then Battle Royale, whatever Rogue Company is, Star Trek Online, Path of the Exile, Battle Royale. I don't know what this is. Is this Neverwinter Battle Royale, or is this Neverwinter an MMO? No, it's through. It's a Mamorpaga. Okay. So there's Mamorpaga, Path of the Exile, Battle Royale, Mamorpaga, Battle Royale, Trackmania, Auto Chess, Battle Royale. Hey, look, another Battle Royale, and then Magic the Gathering Arena, and then another Battle Royale. Oh. What do we do to deserve this? Nothing good, I'm sure.
It's the kind of stuff we have to pay for to know that things like Hades exist.
That's true. Hades is very pure and good. And
I got my doggo to max hearts.
nice. I'm sure that means he won't attack you when you do EM4.
EM4?
Extreme Measures 4.
I assume?
I don't know. Do you have to unlock the packed things one at a time, or?
No, you get them all. Have you beaten the game yet? Like,
No.
the game? Oh. Well, then I can't say anything.
Okay.
How far have you gotten in the game?
I got Hades down to like his second form.
Like you've gotten to Hades.
Yeah, I've gotten to Hades. I just got him down to like the last third of his health bar and fucked up and died. Yeah, I know that when you see Cerberus in the thing.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah.
But when you do Hades on extreme measures, he will call Cerberus to attack you as part of his phase.
I don't like that.
It's actually not that dangerous. In his arsenal of attacks, it's not that dangerous. It's just like one point we have to run out of the middle of the screen so you don't get hit. But you're still like, but we were friends!
Boy.
You were my good boy! How could you?
When I got him to max heart, it basically stated that even though, like, Hades is, like, the person he listens to, the prince is a close second.
Once you get him to max hearts, do all his heads love you, or just the one that, like, doesn't fucking bite you?
Still the only one that accepts pets.
Okay.
He comments on it, though. He's like, just because the other ones don't want pets doesn't mean I won't give you lots of pets.
It's great how, Supergiant and Clay take turns making really good.
What does Clay make?
So the Clay game that I played last, that I was like, I just kept playing. Like, I couldn't not play the game. Was Invisible Ink.
Okay.
But they also did Oxygen Not Included and
I like Oxygen.
Don't Starve Together.
Yeah.
Which I really want to sit down with some people and play and like get crack into that sucker. I played some solo, but it seems like it's a game that's intended to be played with 2 to 4 people.
Yeah. I've played it with a couple people. It's fun.
I mean, it's literally called Don't Starve Together, so.
I mean, there's Don't Starve, and then there's Don't Starve Together.
Yeah, I think the thing was, if you had Don't Starve, you got a free upgrade to Don't Starve Together.
Oh, I didn't know.
On PC, because it was like an early access jobby. I can't even remember when they were when they did the Kickstarter, if they even had. Ooh, hey, got an update?
Haven?
Yeah.
Neat.
It's mostly like fixing some things. Like stopped flow burst from using up flow, which would have been really useful when I was playing the game. It was really annoying if you had to like open a door and then you're like, cool, I don't have flow anymore.
Yeah.
It's blue.
Yeah, I just was picking a color.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be blue. It's just what I picked.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got.
I like it. I like that he looks worried.
It's always how they'll look until you actually start like animating and like giving them movement.
It's something about the squishy bottom parts of the eyes, though. I think I'm not sure about is the little rectangle in the middle of the hoodie. Is that like a buckle?
Yeah, it was the buckle. So it would end up looking a bit different, but it doesn't make it.
I think I need to see. I need to see how it would look. I don't want to say when it's done, but that's not helpful. Sorry. It'd be like maybe the bit on the front of the face should come down lower. Like it's a little high and it's covering up too much of the face. Like I can't have mouth expressions this way, right? Because you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, okay. I get you.
I like the hoodie, big sleeve hoodie. Nailed it. Nailed it. Sorry. I did a little yawn. He did a wee little yawn.
Was your ring fitting?
It was decent. I did like 25 minutes, 27 minutes today. I didn't exercise at the weekend, and my body immediately was like, fuck you right down into the ground. I hope you suffer and die. Gone back to like feeling really exhausted in the afternoons, which makes it even harder for me to push myself and be like, nope, gotta pull the thing out, gotta do exercise when I just want to lie on the floor and do nothing.
I get that.
So yesterday I turned the difficulty down by 2, I took my lumps, and I just did 20 minutes. And then today...
I've been upping the difficulty, because I want it to be harder. I want to, when it asks if I want to stop for the day, I want to feel like I have to stop for the day.
I find that it's so inconsistent that I wouldn't achieve that by just turning the difficulty up. Like some...
I find it does it like every other, like it's like after 2 levels it'll be like, do you want to stop?
Yeah. But like if I'd exercise myself so hard in like fucking in a 4-minute level that I just wanted to stop, it's not going to be adequate exercise. Like like that's not how exercise actually works. You can't just like push yourself killer hard for 6 minutes and be like, okay, done for the day. You have to do like at least 15 minutes of proper exercise, and you can make that like horrible murderous exercise that makes you want to die. But within the thing of Ring Fit, because you can't just, if you just focus on exercises that are gonna be the most strenuous, you won't kill enemies in the most efficient way.
I don't do that because most of the like I can't do the squats very or not the squats like the plank very well.
Yeah.
Just because I can't I don't have like the kind of body strength.
You will be able to ditch planks
I did.
eventually.
I already did.
Okay.
I already did planks. The moment I got a healing thing, I was just like, I'm just gonna put that in the plank spot now.
I mostly do squats are the thing that like I battle with, and then the thing I literally can't do at the moment, and it's not even because of my lack of strength, is tree pose, because my balance is just so
I've not gotten tree pose yet.
atrocious. Yeah, you won't get it for a while. It's minor spoilers. You get tree pose. I'm bad at it. But it's not a strength thing, it's a balance thing, because you have to do you know tree pose?
I assume it's one of the green ones, which means
Yeah,
you
it's
like
yoga.
stand here and do a slow thing.
You stand on one leg, you put your foot on your thigh, so your knee is pointed outwards,
Okay. Okay. No, I
and
can
then
picture that.
hands up, and you hold the ring above you, and then you need to bend to the left, and then back, and then bend to the right, and then back.
Okay.
And my balance is
No, I get you. I
really bad.
probably wouldn't be able to do that very well either.
It was one of my best green skills for a while and sucked.
My favorite thing to do right now is the thigh press.
Oh, the thigh press is great. I love doing thigh press.
Yeah, the thigh press is my favorite thing right now.
I currently have like 3 exercises on my bar that sometimes part of the way through the exercise, I'll just be like, oh fuck, I can't take this. It hurts. I'm
Yeah,
suffering.
I try to avoid taking the ones I can't like complete. Um, so I like if it's hard, that's fine, but if I feel like I physically can't complete it, I avoid taking those.
Okay.
Just because I want to be able to complete each of the exercise I choose to do, even if it's like difficult.
Do you draw the line and then like adjust the end of the line, or are you just resizing the whole thing? You just transforming the whole thing?
So with this, I can go like this, and if I hold it, it'll right now it's making um sharp edges because I did a lot. But if it's like a single curve, if you go like this and you hold it, it'll like curve out, and then I can
Oh,
cut
that's
it.
cool. Sorry, thank you for answering random questions about your art program.
That's no problem. I love my art program.
But yeah, I have
There's
a
very few things I don't like about it.
I have a plan for the like exercise or death thing,
Mhm.
which is to like build up an actual exercise set that I can do. So if I want to just be like, I'm gonna take 30 minutes and make myself want to die,
Mhm.
I can do that, and then I can make sure that all the sets are amounts of things I can achieve. But Ring Fit is so variable from session to session. Sometimes I'll break a light sweat, like
Mhm.
that's as bad as it'll get. And other times I'm like, I need to go sit for like half an I don't do
Yeah.
anything else. I'm gonna sit in this chair and do nothing. I don't actually have days with Ring Fit anymore where I wake up and I'm like sore the next day.
One day I decided not to do the stretches afterwards.
Whoops.
Yeah. I was like, I'll do
Whoops.
some other stretches later, and then I never did. And I was like sore for 3 days. I was like, oh, great.
The if Ring Fit is slowly conditioning me for the stretch music after the workout to be like I start to relax automatically just when I hear the music because I know I get to do some nice relaxing stretches instead of fucking raised squats or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, boat pose is the thing. Like very very heavy core and ab stuff is just really hard for me right now.
Oh, okay. It's like because I just find a lot of the things require arms, and so I'm like doing, like you're doing like the little run thing, and then like all your things is like, oh, squeeze or stretch, and so I find I'm already tired with my arms.
Oh, okay.
By time I have to do exercises.
Yeah, I think just like my core or my abs are weak. That's it. That's the long and short. Or maybe not weak because I'm doing things that have like fucking 34 reps in.
Yeah.
I should be not so hard on myself.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, boat pose is nasty. It's only 8 reps, but you basically go from like you lie on the floor with your back on the floor, um, and you bring your knees up. Basically, do like knees to chest with the ring held above your knees, and then you lie all the way back so the ring's behind your head and your legs are always on the floor, and then you have to bring yourself back into that position of having your knees up and your chest raised and the ring over the top of your knees.
I don't quite understand what you're telling me, but I'm sure by the time I get to it, I'll be like, oh, this is the hell that Duncan was talking about.
It's not hell.
I'm sure.
Hell for me was trying to get used to wide squats and just having a session where I'm doing like 120, 140 wide squats to just be like, no, I'm gonna squat until I can't do it anymore.
Mhm.
Um,
So
and then
I do have an issue with the game.
mhm,
I really don't like how if you're doing a set and you kill an enemy, it's like, okay, you're done.
you can turn that off.
Can you?
Yeah,
So you can do the whole
hmm
set of sets? Oh, okay. I'll look into that
it's
then.
just in the options. You can just be like
Granted,
killing an enemy.
sometimes I like it because sometimes I'll pick a one I don't like doing that much because I know I only have to do it like once or twice.
That's what I
It's
do.
something I like.
That's what I've been doing when I was like, I'm going to make friends with these squats exercises that I hate. Is whenever an enemy is low
Yeah.
health, I'm like, I'll finish it off with squats. One,
Yeah,
because
that's
I
that's
hate
kind of what I've been
squats, and
doing.
two,
Yeah.
because it means I can do like part of a set. But yeah, you can just be like, I'll just do all the reps. Apparently, I was looking some stuff up because I wanted to work out some things about abilities, and basically at the end of the game, at the end of the like progression, you'll get skills that are good enough to kill anything, and then you can just pick which exercises you want to do.
Oh, okay.
Because everything will kill everything, so then you can just be like, oh yeah, these are the sets that I want to do. I'm watching your time lapse.
Because we're basically at the end of our thingy.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, hey, do you wanna, kick the stream in a little early tonight? I doubt there's many people watching, and
That's probably just Liddy.
um,
TBH.
I can I could actually
Not that we
go.
don't appreciate you watching us, Liddy.
Yeah, no, we love you, Liddy. Thank you for enjoying our company vicariously or directly or whatever you do, you do you. I do really like that guy's like holding the hat up with his leg.
Yeah.
Is this how one hats? When do you want your bee bread, fam?
I don't know. Whenever you make your bee bed.
Okay. I'll probably put in a ticket for it, but not this week because I have too many tickets. I was shook today when I learned that Tucky didn't know that you could put Discord servers into folders.
Oh.
I was like, I thought everyone knew that. How do you manage when you don't know how to do that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Can I make a request that is hopefully not too much work?
You're paying for this, so.
Okay. I don't think about it like that. I'm always like, I feel like I'm asking you a big favor, and I should just be like, hey, can I have this
Tell
thing?
me quick.
When you did the little doodles, there was one of the guys that had a hat that was like the brim of the hat was really disproportionately wide compared to the rest of the hat. Which guy? It was the guy at the bottom. So it's like the brim is
guy
like,
that's kind of like climbing out of the hat.
yeah, the brim is like goofy big, and the hat's a little
You
more
want
squished.
a goofy big hat?
Can you make the hat in this that's more proportioned like that?
Like that?
This may be a little too giant and goofy. Something between those two.
A little bit smaller?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. This creature definitely doesn't fit inside this hat. I assume actually he'd just like fucking dissolve into it or something. There's maybe like a pool of inky demon with
like,
an eyeball in the top of it.
Yeah, it's like just one of those like I don't know how it's like mallet space where it's just like it fits.
It's demon space.
But yeah, if you wanna drop out now, I'm cool with that. I'll just go back to playing Hades.
Yeah, go spend time with your boyfriend. Don't let me
I will.
stay between
Eventually.
such beautiful young lovers.
Recently, he's been giving his brother a lot of shit, and I find it hilarious.
We'll talk about next steps with this offline sometime. Probably not super soon. I've got some stuff on my plate. Thanks,
Liddy,
Eve.
probably.
Thanks, Liddy, and anyone else who happens to be hanging out. You're great. We like you.
Twitch, YouTube.
Remember to smash that like button, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to us and all of our entertaining VTuber stuff.
Yep.